This is the entertainment buzz. Further on in the buzz.
That is why they pirate our things. And them searching and searching. Like boy, just wanna clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect and ice so full. Like a flag, hear me now. Some bounty, dig it way.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Also want to say good night to our listeners, especially those of you who are tuned in right now using the IRFM mobile app. Remember, say it free.
Feel free to follow us on our social media pages. Instagram, IRFM Official. Twitter, IRI_FM. Facebook, IRFM. And also join us on TikTok at IRFM 107. Blessings to you. Wagwan.
I know. How are you? I know last week when we spoke, you were telling me that Montego Bay is in a devastating condition. 2 weeks and 2 days after Hurricane Melissa, how are things looking in your area?
When you compare what they have to do in terms of the amount of work versus what they can do, they're doing their best. But of course, the damage, and we're not just narrowing it down to Montego Bay. We want to just make sure we mention the other affected parishes like Hanover, Westmoreland, Mandeville,
St. Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth, and St. Anne also.
Parts of St. Anne.
Parts of St. Anne. Well, quite a bit of St. Anne, actually, quite a bit. But, we want to make sure those folks that the Jamaica Public Service Company are the teams that are visible, very visible, and they have brought back light to quite a bit of communities. So we understand in 2 weeks' time, there'll be light in Hanover and Westmoreland, not sure which area. We also got light in Bogue, Montego Bay. But I do believe it is a strategy because one of the best ways to rebuild is to get economic activity going. So you want the little corner store them to open up back where you can get your little back juice, your little things like that, because that's how people spend and that goes back into the economy. So the big Fairview Shopping Center in Montego Bay got light. One more important place that got light was the airport. At Sangsa International Airport was running on solar and generator. It just can't fully operate the right way. So the Sangsa International Airport, also the Hip Strip, which is another big economic hub, got light. We want them to just take them time, go up the line. Don't take your time, rush, go up the line, but rush safely and get to the hotels on the Elegant Corridor, hopefully Iron Shore and those other areas, which are busy areas too.
So you're still without light?
In Iron Shore, yes. But here in St. Mary, we do have light.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay, great.
Yeah,
no, to get into some of the hot topics, I think Buju Banton is the hottest topic right now. Have you seen his video across social media where, he's saying that
they stole stuff from him.
They stole items from the care packages that he's sending to Jamaica, and he mentioned that items as big as stoves and other things were taken from the containers.
Yeah, it is we want to big up Jabba and Butterfuka and the entire team, because what they're doing is they're doing it in a big way where they actually chartered a cargo plane.
That's what Buju did.
Yeah, it's all of them. And I tell you something, it was packed to the brim with care supplies, and the man them teeth out something them. Yeah,
that is crazy. Buju is really livid, in the video. And of course, he partnered with pilot Barrington Irvin and the experienced aviation team to send, cargo planes filled with relief supplies to Jamaica. So, he said in his video, just to show you how upset he was, he said, look, if you cut me right now, you're not seeing no blood. He also called for an investigation, which I'm in agreement with him. For ever so often, you hear that people stealing things from barrels and that type of thing. And, just to see that this aid is coming in to Jamaica for Jamaicans, and here it is, you have some unscrupulous Jamaicans who are going in these containers and taking out items. Really, really horrible.
One of the things that has to happen when you have so much help coming in, there has to be a proper way to streamline things, because if it is not done properly, a lot of it don't reach the people. We have to find what you call organizations that are reputable and funnel and partner with these people. You know, one of the things is you can grab a bag, grab a truck, pull up to an area that you know it is in need and just hand out stuff. That is not sustainable. No, it's not sustainable. You need to structure it in a way where there's an area that they know they must go, and they have a way to, distribute it, and everybody gets what they're supposed to get. One of the things I remember, somebody was saying that, boy, a helicopter landed at a particular spot, but them never know the helicopter come, and whoever see the helicopter, they go and swarm up what they could pick up, and a lot of people were marooned or further
couldn't
away.
Get anything. Not only that too, but when you think about the elderly, they're is not as quick or swift as, a young man or a young woman who can run and grab some stuff. So even though these items are being dropped off, there still has to be organization on the ground where, community members or somebody, they are structuring the process so, more people can get aid. There's also the conversation going around across social media with persons saying that every time aid is being dropped off, they are yet to receive, anything. And it just goes back to the point that we said initially, what will happen to the elderly and, the very young.
Some people, the overwhelming support for Jamaica is just beautiful. We have international star Tyrese came in with the Paul Foundation from Fast and Furious. I'm not quite sure what they have given. I know they said that
Cody Walker. They were doing water today, I think, in Flanker.
They also he was saying that they had a plane.
Yes, with items. He said the authorities and people were telling him to stay away from certain communities because it is dangerous. And he said, look, the people will get water today. So he went ahead and they got a water truck and was just people were filling up barrels and stuff in the area. So big up to Tyrese and Cody Walker, brother of Paul Walker.
Well, here what it is, I think this is one of the most important things. I know that the structure for water has been impacted heavily in terms of damage and so on. We're imploring what we would love if international aid could come in to help the government to restore water into the pipes. There's going to be a health crisis if we're not careful. We're talking about leptospirosis. We're talking about malaria. We're talking about all sorts of things that could happen if you don't have running water. And then, on top of debris and mud, and people are just trying, and that is what is happening now. It really looks like a nuclear bomb. I don't know if you've seen some of the images, but some of the trees look like the moisture has been drawn out of them. The trees look dead, meaning they clean off all the leaves off the tree, but the tree itself just has a different color, like it's burnt. And that is
I remember Warrior King was talking to us about that last week.
Sheer force of the wind literally take the moisture out of the tree, and the tree just it's standing, but it looks burnt. That is serious. But we need to get running water. Bottled water is important right now, but to fix the problem, we need to get the running water. I know there's damage, and we know that they're doing the best that they can, but it is going to be a bigger problem if the running water don't come quick enough.
Not only that, well, like you indicated, without certain measures put in place, you don't want it to get to a state where it is a health crisis, because then that's when it becomes problematic, where we have another situation to deal with within a situation that is already devastating.
What we're having is, you see, when you are lacking in basic commodities, then desperation sets in, and that is happening in a lot of places. You can't just normally go around the road and buy a bottle of water, or you can't turn on your pipe and drink the water. You can't flush your toilet, you can't do certain things. All these things add up over time. So a week goes, you may survive. Another week, you're going to get frustrated. The third week, you're going to go into desperation mode and you start doing crazy things. So we need to...
And we don't want it to get to that.
No.
We can't afford for it to get to that.
No. Economic activity is happening. We notice that people have been opening up their stores because that is one way to rebuild. The farmers have gotten a big hit with vegetation. They're trying to get that back online. I don't know how long that's going to take. But we really need to get the running water. JPS is... very communicative in terms of where they are, how they're doing, whatever. And that is good because, we need the light also. We got some light in Ocherias, parts of it, since the week started, and some other areas. Mobe has turned on some more lights, and we're hoping to see Hanover and Westmoreland and those other areas in 2 weeks, according to the CEO. Big up yourself, Hugh Grant, my brethren, who is the CEO of...
I don't know if you saw it, but... Juliet Holness, First Lady and MP, she was saying, in a nutshell, she was pretty much blaming JPS in saying that, she personally had reached out to them and called them because they have a task to remove trees that were hanging over power lines and that sort of thing, when there is a pending hurricane. So I guess because that wasn't done, so she was, in her community, like on the ground, going through, and then, she did a video and made mention of that. So it's kind of interesting that you're giving JPS, like a lot of props based on your POV, with what's happening. But then in her area and her community, I know she had called them out to say,
One area. That's one area. But what I'm talking about...
No, absolutely, it's one.
When you look at the widespread damage across the island, poles down, even if the trees were cut or cleared, the sheer magnitude of that wind, we're talking concrete poles that are broken in two. No tree now. So when I look at how quick they're trying to restore, people are frustrated. But you know what makes people good? When they drive out there and they see them out there at work. We see the flow team out there at work heavily too. We see some Digicel, at work. But they're communicating. They feel the communication a little bit too slow for me. But they're saying that they're turning on what they can turn on. But you see, it just shows the urgency of you having power. Because a lot of people have medication that needs to be refrigerated.
Yes. I saw a woman who said, she lost all her medication. She had to wipe off 2 that she found or could use. And, just hearing that story was really, really heartbreaking. And I know there are a lot of persons in different areas who are going through similar situation.
Watching this, another area in Montego Bay is West Green. It's bad. That is where the river breached its banks and the whole, just a high storm surge of nothing but just mud. Just dumped on the whole community. And people are bigging up Debo, Dwight Crawford, Deputy Mayor of Mobe, because he had heavy equipment out there. Big up our friends from Grab and Go, there's gas stations all across. Big up Eddie and Nahadazan, because they donated, Grab and Go, went and filled up all tanks and so on. So it's a whole heap of work. But you see, just the sheer magnitude of the destruction, with all that they have, it just looks like it's just insurmountable. But you just have to keep
nip at it daily, Yeah. And on the note of big ups, we have to say big ups to the entertainers, the entertainment community.
Yep.
You see where Vibes Cartel, he adopted a children's home. Yep. And, that in itself is a huge deal. It's a big deal. Ramesh continues to go out there. I know he extended his aid to Sentan, where he and Ding Dong went out there. He covered St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and also did Montego Bay. So now, they were in Sentan. Sean Paul keeps doing it. You remember entertainer Razor, not Razor B, but Razor that was around Beanie Man's camp.
Yeah, man, Razor, man.
Right. So he he was basically saying to Sean Paul, thank you so much for what you're doing for Westmoreland, because Sean was actually caught on video just in the moment, serving the people, delivering food and that type of thing, just handing out and doing it, stripping away all the international superstar thing, but just a mere human with the heart to rebuild humanity. So that was just great. Beautiful of Sean Paul. Maxi Priest is out there lobbying
for a plane.
For aid as well.
He's sending a plane.
He sent a plane already,
he did,
and now he has launched a GoFundMe for Jamaica. He's also partnering with Food for the Poor Jamaica, Sean Paul, I think the Bob Marley Foundation as well. So Shaggy's out there, he's doing it. Spice, oh my goodness, Spice is saying, let's rebuild Jamaica one home at a time, one house at a time. So she's out there doing it. And these are people who are not new to it, Bones, them true to it. So, you know, absolutely big them up for real. I
like the donation that Spice made. It was practical to me because she brought in trailers of building material.
Blocks,
steel, cement, zinc, lumber, and she brought a backhoe to clear roads.
Yes,
but
she did.
We're going to clear a time signal. We're soon forward.
After
this. Time signal.
Falmouth Chicken. Looking for scrumptious food? Falmouth Chicken is simply the best in Western Jamaica. Vibes, wow. The time by Falmouth Chicken is...
It is 10 minutes to 9 or 8:50. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And yeah, go ahead.
Something I want to mention, big up to Flavor McGregor. He too is sending a plane full of supplies to Jamaica. I saw he made a post today just showing Starling that he's taking into the island as part of his supplies. And I know that is going to be something that is welcomed, especially for communities who have zero connectivity, you know, and want to reach out to family members. So big up to Flavor McGregor. So many persons, Bones, doing a lot.
Beanie Man, Spice, Massacre, Sean Paul.
Singing Melody.
We have
Movado.
Movado had a big thing.
Yeah, Movado was in St. Elizabeth. Skeng.
Yeah.
Malidon was moved to tears.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't cry, but you know, you could tell like him trying to hold it. Conscience is also doing it big. Javi Ambassador is doing it big as well. Vibes Cartel, Son, Little Addy, Usain Bolt,
all of them.
Buju Banton, you know,
we want
Tyrese and so many others.
You know, when a disaster of this magnitude strikes and you see the kind of love that the world has for Jamaica, we just want to make sure that these things are organized properly so that we can rebuild quickly and go back to Jamaica, because we're going to build that bigger and better because of this. Always opportunity in adversity. We want to get the structures that we build now are better, newer, and a little bit more. We will get hurricanes from time to time.
It's sturdy, can withstand up to a Cat 5. But before we move on, though, you know what? And I want you to weigh in as well, Bones, and tell me what you think. Like we know, the entertainers are among the first responders as it relates to providing aid, food and water to those in need. Do you find it odd that from the authorities there isn't any acknowledgement per se, especially from the Ministry of Entertainment and Culture?
Yeah, I would have thought that they would be partnering. You understand?
Yes.
You understand?
At best.
They would be partnering, because that would be the industry, that ministry.
Portfolio.
That portfolio would be the best one to say, okay, we're going to go out with them as a government. Yeah. But we don't know what's happening in the background, so, you know, I don't know.
Well, in the foreground at least, you should have said big up and congrats to our entertainers who are doing it out there. We see them. Do not wait until it's time for the I Love Jamaica concert series that you're doing, and then you're going to call upon their expertise and celebrity. I mean, highlight and acknowledge what they're doing, because without the aid from the entertainment community,
true,
God knows what would have happened, because they have mobilized their fans, they have mobilized their teams, and they are going out there and doing it in a major way.
The difference with the entertainers, they don't need an organization. Some don't have to. They can go right away, and whatever they're going gets to the people right away. But as I say, so it needs to be structured, because you can't. They go there, pack out every day. It want to be structured, but we want.
But it's still needed.
It's very needed, especially if somebody writers or needs something right now. You can't just give them. You know, it is very needed. But kudos to the entertainers. We only want to see more coming in. There's going to be a lot more help coming in. We want it to reach the people, but we want to give them situations where they can rebuild. We're in the recovery and rebuild stage now. We want to get them economic, earning money, getting back on their feet. That's what's going to build back this country. Economic activity, for real. I guess our music artist time. Yeah.
Yes, I'm already looking at him. His name is Malachi. Well, Chris Malachi.
Rich.
So he's going to be joining us. And he too is using music to provide hope, to give Jamaica hope. Chris, good night. Welcome.
Big up yourself, Chris.
Good night.
Welcome,
thank
Chris.
you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Really, really glad to be here.
Give us your story, Chris Malachi. How you got into the business? How did you tell us your journey? How you got to get into the music business?
Well, I was really born into music. Like I come from a very musical family. I grew up. My family was always musicians in church. Whether it's my uncle, he's a good singer. My father is a choir director. There's a lot of music in my family, and I've always grown up that way until fast forward to 2019, that's when I dropped my first single with a producer named JLL called All I've Got. Actually with him right now doing some work. And I've just been doing it over the years, just steadily growing my catalog, growing my craft, and, till we're here this evening.
On the EBUZZ.
Amazing. Well, talk to us about well, first of all, I heard this song just across social media and on TikTok, Brighter Days, and it just in my mind, in my head, and it is evoking all these emotions based on your tone and your delivery and everything. And I'm like, look, me have to find the artist here to get on the buzz. So first of all, talk to us about this song and how it came about.
Well, Brighter Days, I wrote that song on the Monday before the storm. So just a day before.
Wow.
Yeah, and to be honest, it just came from me being very worried about what was supposed to happen,
It happened, right?
Until I heard my parents praying in the other room when I woke up in the morning, and I heard my father say, Lord, keep us under your divine protection. And shift this storm, but if it is your will for it to happen, keep us through it. And so the line really started from the keep us and protect us, lead us into brighter days. But I wanted to do it in a way that all Jamaicans could really hear it and know that this is about them. And even that line, bless our land, I found that a whole new perspective on that line in our anthem just by what was about to happen. I never really thought about it that way before.
Right.
But I wanted to recontextualize the whole thing and say, this is a song for us as Jamaicans, just to ground us right now because we're going to need it.
Can we hear it?
We have to hear it.
Drop it, Pop.
Just like
Eternal Father, bless our land. I pray you guide us with your mighty hand. Pray you keep us and protect us, lead us into brighter days. Oh, we will walk by faith and not by sight. I pray you be our light in darkest night. Never leave us or forsake us, so lead us into brighter days. You'll never leave us or forsake us, lead us into brighter days. You'll never leave us or forsake us, so lead us into brighter days.
wow.
Chris Malachi.
Chris, that's rich.
Thank you.
That's a very rich tune.
Thank you very much.
Love the song. But you know what we didn't ask you though? How are you and your family following the passage of Hurricane Melissa?
Well, thanks for asking. I have family in different places. Starting with the family in Kingston, we're fine for the most part, There's a couple of trees at home and stuff like that, but we are right. But family in like Savlamar and Westmoreland and stuff like that, they got a little bit more damage, with the damage to like businesses. I have a few pastors in my family. You know, some of the churches are damaged as well. So it's going to be a lot to work through, of course. But luckily, as far as I know, there's been no loss of life, which is the greatest thing. You know, so it's going to be a hard time, but at least we have the opportunity to rebuild.
Yeah. We're looking at the death toll at about 45 somewhere there now.
45 and 15 people missing.
Wow. So it's going to go up. It's going to go up.
Yes, yeah.
But, you know, tell us a little bit. All right. So is this song a part of a body of work? Are we looking out for something like an album or EP or anything with this music, or this is the same, just the one thing you're working on right now?
Well, so I made it with no context of any other thing in mind, but with the momentum and just the story unfolding, it's very likely that it will end up on an album that I'm working on to release next year, and working on some more things to do with this song as well. Because as you realize, it's just 1 minute, so there's a lot more that we can explore with it. So actually working on some interesting things, which, you know, hopefully you will be seeing in the next few weeks and stuff like that.
Now, based on what you have given us so far, you are from a strong Christian background. How would you describe the music that you're putting out? And talk to us about that description.
I would describe my music as an effort to explore the whole human experience. You know, whether it's societal issues or love or there's anything like that. But I really aim to do it from a biblical perspective or a biblical worldview. You know, so my music isn't limited to the genre of gospel music. You know, it's wider about just a whole lifestyle of things. You know, so you'll hear me sing about many different things, but it's all about the angle that you take, you know, and what the message is.
Wow. Okay.
Tell us your social media handles and management. Who are people? They hear that beautiful little 1 minute clip song a while ago. They want to work with you. How do they get to you? Tell us your social media and your contact. And who's management? Who's your team?
All right. So my social media on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, is at Chris Malachi. So you see the name right there, CHRISMA. It's spelled just like that. Email address is chrismalachimusic@gmail.com. Everything spelled correctly. Right now, I'm actually self-managed right now. I don't quite have a manager right now. You know, I have different people, you know, helping me with some stuff, but I'll be the person to reach out to us at first.
All right, so.
But with the momentum and the attention that you're getting right now, what would you say is the strategic plan to further get Chris Malachi out there and what you're doing?
Well, it's a thing that we learn as much as we go, but I would say social media is definitely going to be a big part of it, just because of the reach of that. But I try to do it in a way where even as we go out, just like meet people on the ground. So whether it's a show or a radio station or stuff like that, I try to capture everything, you know. So you sing to a room of 100 people, you video that the right way, then it turns to 10,000 people, you know. So that's the thing, you know. I tend to thrive in situations where I call it like guerrilla marketing. I've done a lot of like pop up in different spaces and stuff like that, you know, and just show up to sing, you know. I would love to do some more of that, and as we build, you know, more structure will come, you know, as we go along. But it's all about consistency right now.
Well,
I
think,
Chris.
Yeah, I was gonna say to you, we want to wish you all the best with the career, because the music, positive, quality of production, vocal reach. It's just a wonderful clarity. It's a wonderful package, and we just want to wish you all the best. And the album, I was hoping you would be able to tell us a little about it. You say you want to release it.
Not yet.
You can't give how many tracks you work with anybody yet, or you're not to that stage yet?
I don't have anything to say just yet. Just know that there's an album in the works.
So like you're working on something big.
All right. Sounds good. Chris Malachi, our music artist this week. Thank you so much for brother.
Yes, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having me. Blessings.
Respect every time.
All right.
So that's our music
Chris
artist.
Malachi.
Chris Malachi, the boss. You know, we also have the Memberz Syndicate band. They're coming in, but we're going to take a quick break and we're forward.
The time on IRIE-FM is
3 minutes after 9. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ And we want to big up Memberz Syndicate band. They're just arriving here. And big up yourself, brother. Boy, may I tell you, Grace Kemar. Kemar, we need a microphone for the Memberz Syndicate. They're here, and they're just coming in from foreign. That's a, yeah. So, all right, we're going to get a mic for you. And I thought Kemar would have had that. There you go. All right. So.
All right. Big up to the Memberz Syndicate band. Good night and welcome.
Come on, brother. We need that mic. Quick. All right. There you go. Welcome, my brother. How you do?
I'm great. How you doing?
We're good, very nice to meet you. We love the music, that you got going on. Talk to us about the Memberz Syndicate band themselves. Who are they? What do they represent? Where are they from? How did they get into this business?
Yeah, well, Memberz Syndicate band is a reggae band from Toronto, Canada, right? Mm-hmm. We have myself, who's Maverick, the lead singer. Uh-huh. We have Gavin, who is also a singer, right? Garfield Rascal Christie, who's the band leader. Right. Carlton Donald, the bass player, Charmazel Jorman, right. Keyboard player, right. Paul Corby, guitar player, right. Chris Brophy, horn player, what? Mike Smith, horn player,
a big band.
May I tell you, Ricardo Williams, drummy, so it's a full band still,
And you've got Kashima, she's on the screen with you there.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
I'm right here. Okay, so you are a Canadian reggae band. Talk to us about your mission in Jamaica right now.
Yeah, well, just really to just bridge the gap, let the diaspora hear what we have, you understand? Let the Jamaican audience hear that there's great music that's coming out of Canada right now, reggae music,
Set me free.
Cool, no man.
Cheese.
Which is authentic, Yeah. And really just kind of making that connection right now.
I'm sure you heard of our hurricane that happened here.
Yeah.
It is devastating. Yeah. Have you seen any of the damage around? Which areas have you passed through? Or are you just coming straight from?
Yeah, well, right now we're in Kingston. So
no hurricane, no go up there.
No, yeah, Kingston.
Little bit,
right, yeah.
Little.
But we have family who out in Westmoreland,
Wow.
So
what part of Westmoreland?
Well, we have Negril, and Sava as well.
Yeah, them places get mashed up,
So we have family who's lost homes.
Yeah.
So we're trying to set up some time to go over there with some mission relief.
Important.
So there's 2 trips that we're going to make and give back and help in the way we can.
Get to them as
that's important.
Tomorrow. We set for tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. All right, see? So,
good
okay.
Them have come Westmoreland. Them have come.
No, so what exactly are you currently promoting? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we have a new album, our first debut album. It's called Set Them Free.
Yes.
Right? So right now we're promoting that hard. Right now in Toronto, it's getting a lot of airplay, a lot of spin on all the stations, across Canada, actually.
Yes.
See, so right now we're just really pushing that right now, the album.
Can we hear the song?
Yeah.
Cool.
Love this.
We no come feel laugh nor play. Dirty Babylon, would better go about your ways. Allow the ghetto youths and make them be great. I say, we no come feel laugh nor play. Dirty Babylon, would better go about your ways. Allow the ghetto youths and make them be great. I say, set me free, why don't you? 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 Joe by Sparta, roll back from about a mile away. So me roll up in the back and blow the smoke away. Irie, them like a fool that try copy them fish. Stop it. Before me lose my mind and decide to bring your out. Now what's the problem? What's the big wicked officer? Before you're out and I catch tape, wicked officer. Yeah, this the man them on the street, wicked officer.
Oh, you get that reading from? Them I call us pirates.
You see it.
Illegal broadcasters, but we're legal.
We're legal.
Yeah, very, very legal, right?
You know what I want to ask you though? Reggae is deeply rooted in Jamaican culture. How do you balance staying true to that foundation while adding your own Canadian flavor to the sound?
Yeah, well, we make sure we don't stray from the roots. As you say, you recognize the rhythm.
Right away.
So we try to create, even if we're creating our own original, we make sure so we keep it rootical, seen? But then when we're writing our lyrics, we make sure we decorate it with current topics, current flows, right? So we make sure that the music is authentic and it keeps that solid foundation. Just like if you're building a house, the foundation has to be right.
Yeah.
See? So
you can't put drywall in the foundation. You'll drop down.
It will drop.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know, when we hear the sound though, like I'm expecting somebody with a little locks.
You know what?
I'm seeing a different type of image, but I totally get it still. But what's been?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's been the most surprising or inspiring reaction you have received performing reggae in Canada?
Yeah, well, I would say, just the open arms, because you don't really know how you're going to be received, especially when you keep it so rootical.
Right.
Like we have a song that we released last year called Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
And DJ Bones, let me tell you, is a dancehall tune.
Yeah.
Seeing it upon the slang thing with him.
Yeah. What?
Seeing, and it's a tune where it ragga, And I didn't feel like I didn't feel like it would get much spin, but may I tell you, so the song take over Toronto and Canada because it's playing coast to coast. And it's like a song that you would expect to be played in a dance hall and nowhere else. But it's being played on the all normal radio station where people are drive home and I listen with them family.
That's one of the beautiful things with music, You just don't know where it's going to go.
True.
Because a lot of times I hear people bring music to me and you say, yo, at this market, me I aim for, And, this market is going to take on to it. And that market don't take on to it at all. They go on somewhere else and they go on somewhere bigger. So that's the beauty of music. You just don't know where it's going to go. You don't know how impactful it's going to be. And that is the beauty when you put out music. And I like the choice of rhythms that you take in. Yeah, sling thing rhythm.
Authentic, like going for authentic rhythms and stuff. Yeah. But have you ever had to encounter with naysayers or person? Because there are talks more time like people hear a Canadian or an American reggae band and they're nominated for this or nominated for that. Have you ever had to deal with a naysayer and what was that interaction like?
Yeah, you come across them, but I don't really pay them no energy. I hear them, because you can't be ignorant. You have to hear them.
Yes.
Because sometimes they might be saying something good, but they're saying it in the wrong way. Seeing? So I listen, but, and there might be some naysayers, but they don't really come out yet and say it,
Naysayers, you pay them no attention.
Yeah, we don't pay them.
Yeah,
we hear them, but we don't give them the energy.
Give them energy. Give them no fuel.
No energy.
Not at all. So we're talking about the album now. Talk to us about that in terms of, is it out already? What
it's out.
Any collaborations? Who are some of the producers you worked on? Or is it just the band?
Just the band, right? So our producer is the band leader, Garfield Rasco Christie.
Right.
As you can hear the quality, the man knows what he's doing.
Right.
And he has me in the background complaining, said that not sound right. That you know what I mean? So it's all right.
It's all right.
We have Zamunda.
What?
Showman. Great talent.
Yeah, man.
And we have
Big up Zamunda.
Big up yourself, Zamunda.
Yeah, big up Escaliva, yeah.
You have Escaliva on it too?
Yeah, man, the two of them. You have to hear the tune, man, called What a Joy.
This is rich.
You know Escaliva is in Canada, so it makes sense that Escaliva is a part of that production.
The power of music, we will have Zamunda in here quite a few times. And me say, you try to talk to Zamunda, man, you're like, boy. When he go come through with the answer, he stutters.
But when he sings,
you see him sing,
flawless.
I just don't know how.
Great talent.
Jalove surrounds him.
Yeah, man.
And I want Jamaica know, man, because you see Zamunda, I want you overstand what you have, because he's so
awesome.
talented.
Yes.
See, because the
Extremely.
world loves Zamunda, So Jamaica, make sure you support what you have.
Watch you, I guess so we see him all the way. I guess
So
so.
make I them know.
I think he's in Europe now, I'm not sure, but I know he's been traveling a bit. Big up yourself, Zamunda, wherever in the world you are.
So does the band have any upcoming tours in the pipeline, and where can people see you perform next?
Yeah, so right now we're actually putting together our spring tour.
Wow.
Right, because you have to start planning from now.
Very much so.
You know, we just did the album release party a couple weeks ago, and it was great. It was packed, sold out. Last week I did a performance for the hurricane relief.
Oh. Where was that? In
the
Canada?
JCA in Canada.
JCA,
yeah,
okay, gotcha.
And
Right.
the place was full. It was ram. And the reception was wonderful. A lot of donations. One hand washing the other, giving back. So
We need it.
yeah, man.
We need it.
True.
What would you say are some of the advantages or advantage or disadvantage of being a part of a band?
Yeah, well, advantages is you get a better sound. You can't beat a live band.
Not no sweet, sir.
Not sweet, so.
And to be honest with you, a live band you can control better.
Yes.
Because you can just say, bass, cut out the rest side. You know what I mean? When a man play tracks, you get the whole track, no matter what. So the only thing you can get with a track is, give me a mix.
Yeah.
Our level.
Our dash.
Balance.
Dash away. No, with the band, no, even as an MC, the band is the sweetest to work.
Sweetest.
Because the band will have make an intro for you right on the spot.
It's a take me low and,
Take me
give
low
me a
and,
mix
and you do a little thing.
Skank dub-wise,
And you introduce the band. You talk to them and say,
talk
give
to
me
them.
a, make them play separately.
Phones, you're not a part of a band.
No,
Allow him
but
to
I
respond.
have had to work a lot with bands. Yeah.
I know. I'm just trying to get him to say more.
Yeah, sure. Well, he hit the nail on the head because that's it. When you're with a band, like,
Yes.
back to the question, the advantages is the vibe is there. Sometimes if I say something to the crowd or hit a particular note and the guitarist like it and lick off or riff or something.
Yeah.
Spontaneously.
Very nice.
But a disadvantage might be whereas sometimes certain gigs, because we got a message on my way here, hey, we're looking for a 5-piece band, but we're like a 9-piece band.
Right.
To do a really good paying event in downtown Toronto, which pays really well. But we have to pass it because we're not going to filter down with things.
No, water it down. No.
Yeah, we're not going to filter it down.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and forward right after this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Reggae radio station, rocking to the nation.
The time on IRIE-FM is...
Your time is 9:16. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And of course, Memberz Syndicate, well, one of the members of the band is here. And he's giving us a breakdown of what's happening with the band. And me nah lie, the band nice.
Respect.
Yeah, man, the band.
Yeah,
The band
I really love what you said just now, though, that, you're a 9-piece band, and if you're getting a gig that requires a 5-piece, you're not compromising. How important is it for you not to compromise your brand, despite what's happening? Like, yes, you want the gig, but how important is it not to compromise in those crucial moments?
That's our legacy. See, that's our legacy at the end of the day. When we pass on gone, that's what's going to pass on to our children. So keeping the standard high, keeping it where it is, you know what I mean? Because sometimes something may seem great at the moment, and it's just fake glitter, So keep it real, keep it as is, and this is something, don't feel like, say, I'm just nice, I'm just born, so,
Yeah.
It took time to learn this.
Absolutely.
But now I've learned it, and I understand that this is the way it should be. If we can't do it as a full unit, don't do it,
I agree with that. One of the things
that's commendable.
And one of the weirdest thing with how show business is, you get a little gig, and you say, listen, them can't afford the 9-piece, but it's a nice little piece of food. So here what happened? We're going to go down there with 5. The one time you decide to do that,
and you're going to flop.
You're going to flop. Or them say, at that the band that we hear about and at that them come with.
Exactly.
So keep it 100 all the time. One person I've always say that to me is Berris Hammond. People come to Berris all the while and say, if my band can't go, I'm not going.
And if Berris said that, then that's the right info. That's
You
the
will
right
never
move.
see Berris
Yeah.
perform without a band.
There you go.
His band has to go with him, and it's the full complement.
There you go.
Because that is what he works with. That's how they rehearse. and they're putting a body of work out there, it's 100% all the time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't drop the standard.
True, man.
Yeah, have to set your standard. I did hear like a promoter from Europe the other day, you know, made a complaint, for example, against Berries because he refused to minimize his band members or, you know, just dwindle it down. And at the end of the day, you have to respect the art. If you're not willing to respect the artists and, you know, what it is they're doing,
you see that
fine by you.
That's a budget. Exactly. That's a budget constraint. Dwindling it down is a budget thing. It's not a quality thing. And if you understand what you're presenting to the people, and the minute he starts dwindling it down, other promoters are going to expect him to do it too.
Because he's lowered the
standard. Dominant lower the standard. So you have to stay.
Yeah, you have to be careful of the precedents that you're setting.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So stick to the standard.
Thank you.
And keep it high.
Yeah.
The music is great.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I tell you, set me free. Why don't you?
No, in terms of management though, talk to us. Who is management? And if somebody listening now and want to book the band, how can they go about booking?
Great question, because right now we're self-managed. You know, we've had a few folks who are interested in managing us. No disrespect to them, but they don't quite meet what we're looking for.
Well, what I think one of the main things that works with management is chemistry.
There you go.
They understand your mission, and they all now team up to have that mission accomplished. Some of them come in with their own idea, it don't work with your own, you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
So it really is chemistry, and
exactly.
they know the mission statement.
The mission, the vision's got to be right. And,
man.
You know what I mean? So if there is someone, you know, or some people or, you know, company who are interested, we're open ears, you know? Yeah.
The band is good. Can have a band like
and
that.
In terms of booking, how can they go about booking Memberz Syndicate Band?
Yeah, well, right now we have a website, you know, memberssyndicate.com, or you can find us on all social media platforms. You know,
as Memberz Syndicate.
Memberz Syndicate. Yeah.
All right. And how is it spelled differently, or?
Yeah, so MEMBERZ.
There you go.
Seeing Memberz and Syndicate, SYNDICATE.
Oh my goodness, man. Memberz Syndicate band in the building. You know how it is.
Cool. No?
You know how it is. You don't know. So, you know, how do you balance personal life and the band? Let us say you get a whole bunch of gigs. You're out working, and whole family life. Is it not that hectic where you can balance it, or you have to be? You know how you manage that?
Well, it's a wifey over there, so.
Oh, wifey that.
I mean, a wifey that.
Me kind of know still what me want to know. Yeah. Me kind of know. Me say I look pan you little way. I was like,
straight up.
Yes.
But no, wifey, you know, having a great support system such as my wife, you know, really helps me, because, as you said, it can be challenging. You know, many nights I'm not around. You know, I'm in the studio or rehearsing late.
Right.
You know, leave work, go on a rehearsal, come home, everybody asleep. You know, me a gym screeching for eat dinner. You know what I mean? Come in, wife asleep. So, you know, if you have a great support system, it helps. But
understands.
That understands.
Right. Because some of them don't understand, you know.
Yeah, true.
And then just left you.
Yeah.
No, but it comes with the respect and communication. So, you know, once things are communicated, then you're not going to have these issues.
True.
Think about if you didn't communicate to her, but you're tiptoeing and you're coming in and she don't understand what you're doing. That will ultimately cause a problem, because respect go both ways. So when you're able to have open communication, talk about your art and what you do, you can alleviate or minimize the miscommunication. So you're doing the right thing.
And sometimes when the communication is clear, then they will also say, I'm not signing up for that.
There you go.
Some of them not going to sign up for it, but let it be known what you're doing.
And the truth is, she met me doing this, you know, so she knew what she was getting into, you know.
That's important too. But Memberz Syndicate, it's a pleasure to have you here and talking with us. And you know, you have dropped some gems, so we really hope that other members of the entertainment industry can pick up a thing or two. Yes. But musically though, before you leave us, who would you say is like a big deal in Canada at the moment?
Memberz Syndicate.
Dancehall or reggae wise?
Well, you mean from our perspective?
Yeah.
Is that the
yes.
like from our perspective?
Yes, really? Or even who the people are gravitating towards.
Yeah, well, it's a trick question because different age categories, right? You get different answers. But on the whole, the gentleman you mentioned, Berries Hammond,
yes, sir,
still really up there, you know. And then you have the younger crowd who gravitate to a skeng, you know, Alkaline, you know, as well as Cartel as his crowd, you know. But you know, so for people like myself, you know, Killer, and my artist, Sizzler, you know,
told them.
Them man, they're serious, you know.
Yes, you better admire. Before I retire, I retire.
Yeah, but we wish you all the best, though.
Big up.
You know, thanks definitely for coming through, and you know, safe travels down to Westmoreland. Yeah.
Anybody you want big up your family, man. Make them know you're there, boss.
Yeah, man. Just big up everybody. We just want to big up the band once again. You know, big up all the artists them who are doing your thing. You know, big up Slaughterhouse. Big up Mr. Sparks. You know, big up the whole of the Manel youth them. You know the thing go already. If I start, it's not gonna end.
No, you say big up Slaughterhouse?
Yeah, man. I'm bridging. No, he's a selector.
Thought it was an abattoir. Because Slaughter kill me down there, so you know.
Man will help train me in the craft.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you
musical
go.
training.
Yes, big up Slaughterhouse. Yes,
man.
Yeah, man. So, Memberz Syndicate, wish you all the best.
Thank
when
you.
the album, we're ready for the music. Any other thing you're pushing out, let us know.
Give thanks.
Send it on.
Yeah, man.
And
All right, Memberz Syndicate, thank you so much.
Respect.
All right.
Every
Yes,
time.
yes.
Yeah, Memberz Syndicate. All right. So we have another guest coming in shortly. Put a little gospel.
Yes, Mr. Jermaine Edwards, you know, coming through. So we're getting ready for that. He hasn't been on in a while.
In a minute.
So it's good to catch up with him for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So while we're getting Jermaine ready to join us on Zoom, once again, we are asking folks to really go out and help your brother and your sister out there, because the conditions in Jamaica in terms of the damage of this hurricane is very great. What you're seeing on the videos is worse. It's just it's a lot worse than what you're seeing, and prayers need to be out there for brothers and sisters, especially the ones who have been decimated, which is a lot of people. So just pray for folks and get involved if you can. And, you know, every mickle, every little thing helps.
No, absolutely.
So Jermaine, Jermaine look rich tonight.
Jermaine Edwards, good night. Welcome.
Mr. Edwards,
It's been a minute.
Blessings to you, sir. All right, you see, you have to unmute your phone.
Okay, we know you're responding, but we're not hearing.
You're not here. Check if your phone muted or turn up your volume. Peter, you can probably check our volume too if it's up. Can you hear us?
All right, so we're waiting. We're standing by. Yes, we're hearing you. I hear you say, can you hear me now?
You're hearing you now.
All right, that's it?
That's it, brother.
Yes, we're hearing you, but we're not seeing you.
No, I'm seeing him. I'm seeing him. Jermaine, welcome again, brother.
Welcome.
Yeah,
it's been a minute, sir.
Thanks for having me.
It's great, man. What's new with you?
You look well.
Yeah, I mean, just been working. People thought I retired from music. I don't know how, because I mean, when you leave music, you're dead, like literally dead. I don't know how that would be even possible.
I just thought you got so rich you didn't need to do it anymore. I just was wondering.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's still other levels to things, you know, because you have graduate from primary, then you go high school, and then go college, and then from college you have to, some people go do master and doctorate and all of these.
You look like you're a professor now. A professor.
No, I'm still a student of the game. Still a student.
Yeah. So did you take a break though? Why people felt like, you know, if you're not doing music anymore, was it a needed break that you take?
No, I'm an entrepreneur, right? I have different business running and stuff. So you can't see the bags under my eyes. I really wake up every morning at 5:30 and I work sometimes right back to the night, you know what I mean? So I don't know what break is. Right now, I just released an EP and I'm in the studio. I'm looking at a wave file now of a remix of one of the songs that I've just put out 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? And then I think I've remixed in Make Away also. And I collab with another artist. I'm working on 3 songs at the same time. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I don't know what break is really.
Yeah, wow.
Busy is good.
Okay.
Busy is good.
Now, tell us about this new song that you're currently promoting, Jermaine.
Fight for Your Life, and that's the remix I'm working on. Also, Fight for Your Life is a song about not giving up. And people talk about believe, right? Because believe is actually what faith is.
Yes.
But we don't have a thing called work. Because, you know, I mean, walking to St. Anne might look impossible for a lot of persons, but back in the days, a lot of people used to do it. When they used to travel, some people used to walk from Kingston to Negril. You know what I mean? So the thing is, if you start walking and you start strategically planning at the time that you start walking, like you can talk about walking in the mornings, you can walk in the nights. You know what I mean? Sun might make it an uphill battle, but it is possible. So it's fighting for your life. Don't give up. The tools, it starts off with the tools that's in your hand. No, the voices in your head say you're not going to make it, but the tools that's in your hand say you are the greatest. Says it's just, if you see the glass half empty or half full.
Okay, well, can we hear it, Pop?
Let's hear it. Pop, down. Welcome to your youth.
Fight for your life, Pop.
Fight for your life, Pop. Let us see if he'll get the songs together. If you're just joining us, it is EBUZZ, and Jermaine Edwards is on Zoom with us right now. Yeah, they seem to have a little hitch around here. So while they get the song together, here it is. Here we go.
Say the voices in your head say you're not gonna make it, but the tools that's in your hands say you are the greatest. Say you come too far, you just can't turn back now. Keep pressing on and you will be alright, yeah. Sometimes in life you feel defeated, but it's not over. Hold on, don't give in. Yeah. You're passing through your testing season. Where is your faith? You gotta win. You gotta win. Oh, yeah. Oh, get up early, rise and start before 4. Got to 50-50, but you still need more. Hard work is necessary, extraordinary possibilities. Got to show your versatility. Just seek the purpose of God will in your life for what you do. And if the haters hate, no matter what, fight for what you do. And your life got to be strategically aligned with time. Gotta see the kingdom of truth, yeah. Sometimes in life you feel defeated, but it's not over. Hold on, don't give in. You're passing through your testing season. Where is your faith? You gotta win. You gotta win.
Jermaine, you're gonna get it rich. You're gonna get it. Before you go any further, let's take a quick time signal. We'll soon forward.
Western Jamaica, when you're looking for quality, reliable, and affordable auto parts for your BMW, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Suzuki, and Mitsubishi, your destination is Reliance Auto Parts and Accessories, 22 Beckford Street, Savannah, Lamar, Westmoreland. The time by Reliance Auto Parts and Accessories is...
Your time is 9:31. If you're just joining us, it's the EBUZZ. Jermaine Edwards is on Zoom with us. Long time when I see him. The man saying busy.
Yeah, we just heard Fight for Your Life.
What a tune, pretty.
Song. Yeah. No, absolutely. The delivery and everything. And I think it came at a very fitting time when, you know, following the devastation from Hurricane Melissa. Was this track done for, like, after the storm to kind of help people, you know, to uplift their spirits? Or was it something that was in the making from a longer time?
I mean, this song was written from last year now. The truth of the fact is it's about resilience, right? And the title of the EP is Songs for the Journey. Somehow I know that there's going to be some time coming in our future, and I didn't know that Melissa was one of them. But you know, I think we're going to be going through some stuff that we need to fight and ensure that we don't make, you know, because you know there comes a point in our life when things happen, we have to cry. We cry and then we accept that it happened, and then we have to build back. So you can't cry every day. You have to accept it happened. We can't do nothing about it. Me lose. I've been through that situation. I've been through depression. I understand exactly what it is. But you know, when I look at my daughters and I look at, you know, my wife and I look at everything and I realize, hey, you know, me can't make me smile. I want to cry, but I have to smile. You know what I mean? And act like I'm tough. But I just have to fight for my life. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful song, well produced, but this is nothing that we don't expect from an artist of your caliber.
Thank you.
I want to find out. No, this is one song, but you say you have a body of work coming in terms of an album.
No, it's actually out. It's called Songs for the Journey. 6 songs.
6 songs.
Yes. Yeah, just last week I had 4 of them in the top 20 trending in YouTube. The first in the history of gospel music.
What?
A gospel artist have 4 songs in the total chart of YouTube trending. So I mean, yeah, some things happening for me that I've never seen before in my life.
That's absolutely wonderful.
And I think I don't find it shocking, and here is why. Because some of the songs that you put out as a gospel artist that you make, I feel like people who are not Christians still feel like it, they can relate to it. Like you find a way how to deliver it where it's relatable. Is this like deliberate when you are in your studio and you're in the creation process that, you want everybody to be able to tap in, so you don't kind of, make it one-dimensional per se?
Thank you. For me, it's just being real. I mean, for years when I just got signed to Digital as a gospel artist, many people said I sold my soul. I mean, when Beautiful Day just came out in 2014, persons were like, this is not gospel. This don't sound like gospel. Him sell out him soul, him lose him soul now because him started to Digital, him do them kind of song, But nobody, I'm hearing most Christians now singing it. All the Christians singing it, and it was before its time. I believe that it's easy for a secular artist to sing about God, and everybody respect the secular artist singing about God. Christianity or Christian music doesn't evolve, and they don't allow it to evolve. It's not that people don't want to evolve, but they don't allow it because they want it to stay in a box at all the time. So the youth tend to leave that, because the music in the secular space is changing, the Afro beats and all these different things, and they're understanding that things are just not the same as it used to be. So I want to write about love too. I feel love, you know what I mean? But if I sing about love, if I sing about hurt, then you're saying I can't be singing about Jesus, 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 Jesus every single day. I'm hungry too. Yeah, I cry too. You know what I mean? So, but if you start to change the topic, then they'll say, if you're not singing about worship, it's not gospel that. So I have a challenge, the uphill battle for me.
Well, you know what? Wow. Another thing a lot of people do is that they also expect gospel music to sound a certain way. Heavy choir and heavy, clap hand and all. They don't realize that it can sound. I remember Lieutenant Stitchie would say this to me. He would say, Bones, I am not going to preach my message in the church because the church already knows what we're talking about. They're going out to the secular world. And he would go to Reggae Sumfest and perform. Never forgot when he broke his leg or his arm going to Sumfest. And they stopped and they patched him up in Falmouth. And he went on stage and performed same way, because he said he was going out there to save souls, because that was a massive crowd and his message would get out there stronger. And he did some of his same secular songs, but he put a gospel twist to it, because it worked for him.
I know you said, Jermaine, that it is an uphill battle for you, but what is your strategic plan to say counter that? Is that something that you think about, or does it weigh heavy on you?
I don't know if you ever jump between spaces. Like, for example, jumping from one roof to the other roof. There's an empty space in between, right? And what we have to do is not to, when you're jumping and you understand that you need to jump, is not to hold on or look behind you when you're jumping, because you can fall in the middle. So there's a space that you have to reach to. And for me, I have utmost respect from most, Bounty Kill and all these guys. Them always encourage me, and what was his name? Governor, when I stopped, one day, walk past, I didn't even know what he looked like, and I'm like, yo, I'm an artist, what going? You're an artist, I love your music, youth. Just keep, and encourage me. And I see the love that I get, even from the radio stations here, that I'm now in rotation, regular rotations on radio stations that are not played. Like, on one station, I'm put in the pop category. This song is put in the pop category, and it's played. So this is new. And you just have to keep going. I'm the #1 streaming gospel artist in the whole entire Caribbean. Even when I wasn't doing anything, I'm still #1 streaming. That's new. That's new for gospel. For a song to become 4th most viral in the whole entire world. English speaking, French speaking. That's new. Even among secular, the year 23, Drift was supposed to be the biggest song in Jamaica, but it still wasn't as big as Beautiful Day. So, because I'm a gospel artist, that wasn't said, but the truth, the numbers were way huger in the sense of worldwide buzz. But you have to do it. And I think you see the payoff. Me get the beating, but you see the payoff. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Yeah, you have to keep and definitely I feel like you have to keep doing it because so many things are changing. Media is changing, for example, so how do you keep up with the times? You really have to pivot. You have to read the space, read the room, see what people want, and like tap in. And I don't feel like you're losing yourself if you figure out a way how to still do conscious music, but do it and deliver it in a way where it can resonate with the masses, because ultimately, what's the purpose of creating and making music that nobody will listen to?
Fruits, and they may not see the tree, seed planted, they may not see the tree growing, but they will see the fruits eventually. And what is important for me is to keep doing exactly, staying in with integrity. Yes. Music for me, when I sing at a concert, and I always say, people might say, don't say that. A gospel concert for me, or a concert, because I do more corporate events. Everybody know that I am corporate Jamaica. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't see that as ministry, really. If you pay me to come to a concert that you're charging for, I don't see that as preaching the gospel as my main gospel. What I believe is preaching the gospel is when I go in the high schools, get my own sound system, get every single thing, and go there for free. When I go into a community and I put my sound system in there, and I feel led to go talk to some youths, and not just that, but bring some truck, load of things, and say, yo, hold this the brother, and then share the gospel with them about letting your light so shine before men that they see your good works. I believe that's preaching the gospel. I don't think getting paid for something you're doing is preaching the gospel. I think that's my career. So how am I going to eat the food? How am I going to make the music go there? How am I going to go into the prison? I went into the prison for free. Bring my own sound system into the prison. How are we going to do that? We can't. I'm not going to beg sponsors. I'm not going to beg Corporate Jamaica for that. That's my ministry. I'm doing that for free. I'm going to charge you, but I'm going to do the music that makes my value and worth go up. So you will pay me.
Makes sense. Now, speaking about donating and giving back, I know you recently did an initiative. Talk to us about that, and which location did you go?
We went into a community called Bark, right? It's 45 minutes out of Sablamar, like go in the deep of Westmoreland. Like we drive for like 5 hours. You know what I mean? From Spanish Town, I think I did like we have go towards from all Florida to Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. I want them kind of place or Tampa. You know what I mean? But we drove, and what made me go there is they said that nobody comes there. Nobody, they always drive past, and by the time they reach, the things them would have finished already, or they go deeper into our problem, go nearer to Frome or one of these different places. So we went there. This for me is a faith move, because I have a 7.5 ton truck, and I spent a certain amount of money. And when I realized that, when you look at the back of the truck, it's like quarter of the truck. I say, yo, so much money, I still can't fool the truck. Like, I felt overwhelmed. I wonder if I took on too much, and then I started to walk by faith. I went to people who have relationship grace, and crackers people them and stuff like that, Westinco, and I didn't go there to beg them. What I did was, I want to purchase 70 cases of that. I want to purchase that, and they said, you know what, Jermaine, we respect this. We're going to put 10 cases on it. We're going to put 20 cases extra crackers. They say, all right, you know what, Jermaine, you're going to the head office. We don't sell 500 crackers like that. That's a small amount of order. We're just going to give that to you for free, and we end up leaving Spanish Town with a big old water truck, buckets and stuff for people can throw the water into. We end up with a full 7.5 truck, and it overflow. We have to go with 2 commercial IS plus 2 pickups, and all of the vehicles were filled, and that is what started my faith without working.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Well, Jermaine, one of the things I want to find out from you to know, you said that you're an entrepreneur. What are other things that you're dealing in terms of other businesses that you do?
The businesses, yes.
Well, we have a metal suite, so we do metal work. We also have carpentry, so from headboards, furniture. We do full furniture. We have mechanical stuff, diagnostics and all these different things. And then the studio and production, and then we're going into restaurants shortly.
What?
Okay. How hands-on are you in these businesses? Are you just...
I do everything because everything started from the creativity. And then I let me tell you the truth. I'm creative in the mind, and the hands I read a lot. So anything I see that is possible, I may on chat GPT that, I thank God for chat GPT right now, because it even make my job more easier, just creative.
Right.
Yeah.
We're loving it, man. I want to say kudos to you for getting your hands into different projects, because it also does, you have a very diversified portfolio. And, the music is one, but I know each one complements each one.
Yes.
And that is very important. I know it helped the music. I know the music helped the other projects that you're
the music started off because,
right.
I have a sound system that can do 6,000 people. I also have that. So I have a mini system, mini powered system, and I have a huge system with in-ears and a generator, LED screen. That's how we were able to do the high schools, because we had the resources to do it. So the music did that, and then it make you go into other areas. That was my dream. Because before music, I wanted to be a mechanic.
I didn't know that.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh wow.
You learn every day.
Yeah, that's really good, Jermaine. Like it's always great to talk to you,
yes,
and
sir.
Continue doing what you're doing, and y'all put in the
keep
work.
shining, brother. Keep shining.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
you're putting in the work.
We're gonna check if it's on furniture.
Yeah.
Too bad.
You want some unique design.
Yeah, man.
The design we want, and it is possible.
Yeah, man. We have a design right
Wow.
there. Yes, sir. This is rich. Congratulations.
A complicated design.
Jermaine, tell us what your social media handles again, so people can get to you.
It's Jermaine Edwards Real for Instagram. Jermaine Edwards for same thing real for Facebook.
Right.
TikTok is the same journey. I'm trying to do social media more. I'm just from ever since I was not a social media person. But the truth of the fact is I've been spending a lot of time doing it these days. So pardon me if I don't remember. But Google my name, Jermaine Edwards, they're all over. So you will find me if you want.
And before you leave us,
I'm registered. Yeah. What are you saying, Keisha?
I was saying before you leave us, I want you to tell remind our listeners where we can get the latest album that you put out, the latest project.
It's on all digital platforms. Yeah. It's all over. Just type in Jermaine Edwards. It's Songs for the Journey. And people, go check it up on YouTube. And if you like it, just make some comment. Because one of the things about a lot of persons, I felt away even with my songs being viral, my people were watching. Because a lot of things were new. They watch, but they could have done more by just liking, commenting, sometimes even congratulating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go tell me what you like. Yeah, tell me what you like about the songs and stuff. I appreciate it. Do a lot for me.
It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be beautiful.
Indeed.
Jermaine Edwards, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Respect.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Every time. Jermaine Edwards. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to take a break soon forward.
The time on IRI FM is
9:47, just a few minutes before we say goodbye. We want to open the phone lines. What do you think about that?
Yes, it's been a minute.
And we want to find out if you have connectivity, where you are, and how are you handling the aftermath of this terrible girl named Melissa.
Do you foresee that we will have any babies born with the name Melissa?
No, right, no.
For a good while.
One of the things is, when it rains, it pours. You understand that there was a very heavy downpour of rain last night in the western side and caused flooding again.
Wow.
Sandy Bay, I understand the road is blocked. It is just, I don't know. It's that season, but November 30, the hurricane season will pass. But my goodness, it's been one
we're close.
Yeah, we're close. Hope not more. Please don't develop. We don't need you around. Not more.
Yes.
Please. Right, we're going to open the phone calls and Tell us where you're calling from and how affected you are by Hurricane Melissa after the storm has passed. We do have a call. We're going to call the numbers out, but somebody's already on the line. Buzz through caller, you're live.
Good night.
Hello?
You're live.
Hello?
Good night, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good night, DJ Bones. Good night, Kashima.
Bless up.
Hi, good night.
Boy, after the hurricane kind of blowing over the day, I remember when a friend has to send 2 care packets coming at King to the Simon, bang, bang. Good night.
Simon, if you
Right.
Simon, good night.
What you doing? Which you there next door to West, you know? Minute here, yeah, get no van or no. Yeah, my boss.
Oh, me? No, man. We have to. We have been out there already, but we don't reach all the way west. I've been mobile area.
I'm going to write my name on some package and send come down there with my name. I want to go way back round at the back part of Westmoreland, please.
That you need to go there.
Would I love them pick it up and congratulate me and tell me thanks. I want to make sure it reaches somebody in need. Kashima, me, you say I go to so with the trailer, them, you know, what more for you reach, pretty girl?
So that's again with the trailer?
Yeah, over so I get some things. Come on, man.
You know, me want to get some lantern. There are solar lanterns and stuff, and them can also charge your phones and them thing there. But I get in them all the way from China, and you know how that go.
Long.
No
very long.
When you're ready, we work out here too, you know, so the government kind of ease the tax and thing on the import duties. So you can get like a ease, Kashima. No, make that about it for you. I don't want to take up the whole time. So, Jermaine Edwards, I'm sorry when I never make him come out. You know, so from within I listen to a song with him, I say, follow you, Lord. Sing I love your work, go and do it. Beautiful, there are years now I listen it before it even go viral.
Big tune.
I'm one of the people that just hold on down our west. Help her come, stay strong. And in the meantime, we have to do what we can do to, you know. Still use the shovel, still use the machine, still use the rope them and the candle them.
Take your time.
And not the generator, please. I don't know how sure it is, but I think, Andrew, you know, and them generator, them, let the people them keep the generator. Yeah, Simon, I said that. And all the artists, everybody will do thanks very much. Because I can't do much, so I tell them thanks. Here, Bones and Gassima.
No, big up yourself, Simon.
Big up Simon, every time.
I'm glad you're okay after the storm and them thing there.
Yeah, man.
Well, I have to put something on my roof and hold it up. When I come and get a tear up, I come in for me. I say, you should have there. Nice. And I look over there. But I say for the people, all of my family, them down at Portland. I open a safe and thing. We plan for blow a show. But we make the place clear a little more. Thanks, IRFM. Big up on yourself. Everybody stay safe and thanks again.
Respect, Simon.
All right, bless yourself, Simon.
974-5051.
974-5043.
974-5079.
Or 618-0352. Bones, I thought you were going to say the 618 number, you know.
That's why I say it first. It ends up you get that one there. So that's the secret right there. So, all right, so call us. Tell us where you're calling from and how was the hurricane? How did it affect you? Were you damaged or you got through okay? We do have a caller online. Good night.
Bust through, call you live.
Bust through.
Great pick, you know. DJ Bones.
Good night.
Well, we have Simon. Now we have pick.
Well,
go on.
You know, I think, man, pineapple box seal still, but in the surrounding the hillside, 1 and 2 house blow down where the borders zinc, you know. And majority of the tree them on the hillside flatten down and thing, you know.
Surely never blow the peony while them do a boy. We can't hear them.
Yeah, them loud.
I know really peony wallet too, you know. I want to tell you things I told them, you know.
What?
Yeah, peony wallet. I told them and
I told
them make noise. Them
sing
back. Never know them loud, sir.
Yeah, man. Toad and they have the other insect that make similar sounds. But anyway, I want to say big up to all of the people who help out, you know, the relief efforts.
True.
You know, all of them, you know. Some artists not really get highlight or mentioned because, you know, some people do them thing different, but we have to say big up to everybody. Big up to all the community them where help a whole heap of people house, we have to help them clear them yard and then think they talk steady, you know what I mean?
Yeah, big up yourself for that too, you know?
You see it, so Kishima, you don't know it all of the time. Bones.
Big up and down.
Big. I don't know it going. But we're looking at the future, right? And just stay strong. Jamaica, we will pull through. Yeah, big
All
up
right,
Chin.
bless up, pick.
Lesotho.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Chuck's Plaza. Big up Chinchilla.
Yeah, man.
Them know the thing, man. Blessings, yeah?
Bless up yourself,
All right, pick. Bless up.
Bless up. All right, we have time for one more caller. Yeah, we do. So, buzz through caller, you're live.
Hey, greetings.
Greetings. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah. You know, this is Diego Jones. I just called you to big up Gary J. Big up but most, I got big up Amber.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Amber.
Yeah.
My girl.
Yeah.
Big up yourself. I love what you're doing. I love your mastering. I love your chanting. Hey, my girl, big up yourself. Catch you, man. Big up, you know.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. Give thanks for calling through. Big up yourself, too.
Yeah, DJ Bones, big up, you know.
Big up yourself, madam. Respect.
And, why, I'm about to send an alico back this year. You know my visa Olympia, right? Big up Bones.
I'm not hearing you. Go again?
You know my visa Olympia, right?
You talk fast. So what you say a while ago?
So you said that you're visually impaired?
Not hearing you. Go again. Talk slow.
Yeah, I said I'm visual impaired. I don't
you're
see.
visually impaired. Yeah, come on, couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Gary G, no, man. Jesus open the door, man. I'm here to talk to you. You know?
Okay.
So big up Gary G. I don't want to... Yeah. And let me touch on a point quick. Bujo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, pain my heart star.
Yeah, man.
But no, say.
Lift up a man good desire.
Bujo, you know, do such great things and the man them take with it. Big man, bring back the things them that.
Mm-hmm.
Because our people need them, star.
That's
bring
real
them
way.
back. Look, me I beg you now.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man, and I bring them back, man. That's we are all Jamaican, yeah?
And it's coming to help each other. Why would they move it?
Yes, I are. You know,
Yes.
me then I told and I tell her the breeze blows so wicked. And I say, cha-cha.
See.
You know, I have to run out of the house now at 1 o'clock, you know. Call police to take me out of the house.
True.
And then me hear some West match up, St. match up. And I want to say, if anybody in a Woodland, St. Elizabeth can reach, I give up my number still. But no scammer don't call this number. All right, 87-9602. Anybody in a Woodland can link me. I have a lot of friends there, my brothers and relatives there. And we hear that we're not hearing nothing from nobody, so we want to know, what's going on. All right?
All right, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, thank you for calling.
DJ Bones, so I'm going to link you upstairs, so big up yourself. Catch him, man. Everything good, all right?
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Big
up.
Yeah,
And
I'm going to say Amber, do.
We got you, brother. We got you. Thank you so much.
Right.
Big up yourself.
All right, sir.
Thank
Respect.
All right.
Respect.
And as this caller Bones mentioned, Buju, we did have that clip to play. So I just want us to drop that clip with Buju Banton talking about what happened.
Hear me out. Buju. Here we go. Let's see if we have that clip ready. But we cannot catch him on surprise. So give us a second.
Oh, man, it's pop. It's pop, you know. He's swift.
Yeah, he's swift. We're just trying to look for it. But we're almost out of time, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and definitely really thinks we should play it. So,
I think he's trying to find it.
Yes.
Put a perspective on it. I did see it on social media. He was very upset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
really, really upset and, venting his frustration. A foolishness them going with still,
It's happening more often than you think, That's the hurtful point about it. But this is a very high profile, shipment and, the thing the man just lift up the something them. That's not right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a terrible thing.
It look like they cannot seem to find it. But we'll see. We really hope they could find it. But,
Mm-hmm.
it is about that time. We're getting ready to get out of here. And we want to say a special thanks to everyone. Is ready now? All right. Let's play the clip from Buju.
We don't have no clout and we know that the people in the dire straits. So we have a thief from poor people and thief from people who go through such a hard time. We're not broken at the barrel. And so we answer a question. Where is the oversight? Where are the security measures? Because you can't go through the airport and so how somebody leave the airport with so much things. All these things where these packages come tampered with. Right? And think that nice? A whole lot of people up here, so Barrington flying, it's a plane that come to Jamaica, come go to things and crash. So Barrington make 2 flights, and fly Monday and them fly Tuesday, 2 big cargo plane. All if you know, say, when we open the package, everything tampered, everything, what I do, what do we really deal with? We can't continue, sir. We cannot continue like this. It's painful. Because we're up on the battlefield, I'm and even I'm from man, I run up and down and I meet people left, right, and center to secure something for my nation, right? Oh, if me not secure, when just hurt my feelings, I don't have no idea. I not talk the common people, I talk the thief, the money with a Norman man, the airport, okay? Because when the cargo plane and they say land, right? And the amount of things you're missing, my people, it hurt me very hard that you different blood, and you cut me, don't find a drop of blood, right? For what? Why are we doing these things? No, it's not the time for to teach people things out there for 30 years. Take a break now, man. A crisis time now. Keep on sticky fingers to yourself. But when you can't do it now. Okay? Because the head of the stream dirty, you know. So the head of the stream dirty, we expect to go on down at the bottom of the stream. We're in a crisis, man. For heaven's sake, man, have a heart, man. For God's sake, have a...
Hurtful. Hurtful.
Terrible thing. And I'm with Buju. I hope them launch an investigation and get it sorted out. Can't continue, so.
It's sad. I want to say a special thanks to everyone who came on the buzz. We want to say thanks to Jermaine Edwards. We want to say thanks to Memberz Syndicate Band and the music artist Chris Malachi, or Malachi. I hope I got that right. Malachi. Also the team, you know, big them up. I want to say thanks to our producers, Vivian Stewart and Shaquille Gale, technical operators, DJ Lollipop, in-studio engineer, DJ Kemar, telephone operator, don't know, and of course, I don't enough telephone operator, social media specialist, Peter Bradwell. Make sure you write the operator. Andrina Winter. Yeah, but, all right, so I forget, see paper blank here, sir? All right, that's what I make you know. All right, say thanks to everyone who made the buzz possible. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
We out.
Moving forward.